Hi everyone, you reached Chronicles of the Great Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick video on Teresa Giudice from The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Now, I've been watching this season. It's pretty entertaining, but I haven't been watching faithfully. I catch most of the episodes on demand after it has already happened. Last night, I happened to be home, I happened to be free, and I actually saw it for the first time in a long time in real time. And I said to myself, wow. Now, I'm not going to give a recap on the entire show, and the reason why is because I haven't been consistent in giving recaps on all of them on a weekly basis. But something happened last night that made me say to myself, okay, I totally understand why I'm kind of falling off of this reality TV scene and not liking it so much. And one of the reasons why is they all seem to have the same exact blueprint. The only thing that differs between one franchise and another is the actual housewives themselves. Otherwise, everything happens the same all the time. It's kind of like routine. It's kind of monotonous. And what do I mean? They always go on some type of trip, right? When they go on this trip, the group trip, the big thing is they're fighting over the room. Who's going to get the best room? And then they talk about the person who wants the best room, pretty much claiming they're a brat, or they give some reason why so-and-so should get the best room. Then they go on group outings. They always go to either lunch or a dinner. And at that lunch or that dinner, there's always an argument between two of the castmates. And then the rest of them are split in half. They're either team this person or team that person, but you have to pick a side. And if you don't pick a side, that's going to be a big to-do. So that's going to be talked about also, like, how are you team this one and not team me? So it's the same old stuff. And I think that I'm finally tapping out and I'm getting over it, right? But anyway, back to last night in The Real Housewives of New Jersey. So my focus here is going to be talking about Teresa Giudice. So Teresa Giudice started and was on the first episode, I want to say, I'm looking at my notes, May 12, 2009. And that's when she really put herself on the map and made a name for herself. Why? Because the season finale of that first season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, Teresa got into it with Danielle, one of the other castmates on the show at the time, and she flipped the table. That table flip is what Teresa Giudice is known for. That table flip is why they consider Teresa the queen of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. And that's why she gets paid. And that is also why when she went to jail, they shut down that whole season and waited for her to come back before they resumed taping of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. So you can kind of see why Teresa is sort of the brat of the show. In every franchise, I think they have their unspoken queen, right? They have their brat. They have their chosen one. I mean, on Potomac, they say that is Giselle. On The Real Housewives of Atlanta, it used to be Nene Leakes. But you also see how sometimes when you have this brat, you have the chosen one, they become monsters. They become out of control, and they become that way because that's what the franchise kind of turns them into by making them think or showing them in different ways by rewarding them that they are the chosen one. So Teresa Giudice has become somewhat of a brat, and I'm going to say it kindly and nicely, right? She knows that she is the chosen one, and she acts accordingly, right? So Teresa back in 2009 did that table flip. It also made it in that table flip into the expose book that was written over the summer, I think I'm going to say, of last year. Not on Diamonds and Rose, or whenever that book came out, that table flip was in the book. And a ton of reality shows like the hip hop shows and all of that, it has that table flip, scene in it for these different things. The minute somebody gets into an argument with someone, they try to flip the table or they pick up a glass of water or something and throw it in the person's face. Like, she is the creator of that chaos, so to speak, right? So the reason why I bring that up is that happened over 13 years ago, right? So in 2009. Now here we are in 2022, and you have Teresa sitting down at the dinner table in a public restaurant having an argument with her castmate. I'm about to say Danielle, but it was Margaret, okay? Having an argument with her castmate, Margaret, over her boyfriend, Louis, and Margaret allegedly, leaking stuff to the blogs about Louis. And instead of Teresa just using clearly just her words, she picks up stuff off the table, throws it at Margaret. Margaret's dress is all wet, and she makes this big scene. She calls Margaret white trash, and she's yelling and acting crazy in the restaurant. And I'm thinking to myself, Teresa was 36 when she did this table flip back in 2009. Here Teresa is 13 years later at 49 years old, after she went through so much in her life that was played out on the show, her divorce, her going to jail, and here she is, she's out of jail, and this is the best she got, is this same disgusting, nasty behavior. And Teresa has 4 daughters that she's raising, and I'm saying to myself, well, one of them is actually grown now, because I think her oldest, did she turn 21? I think she did turn 21. So you have 4 daughters that are watching you, and the best you got is telling someone off in a restaurant, calling them white trash, and then throwing drinks over them, over your man. And shame on Louis too, because if that was my woman, I would be saying to her, listen, babe, it's not that serious. I don't care what anybody says about me. As long as you and I know it's not true, as long as we're good, don't give that person any energy. But instead, he's sitting there with her. He's letting her go off. He's watching her throw stuff and carry on. They go downstairs. It was just a whole entire hot mess. And I'm thinking to myself, come on, Teresa, do better. Do better, one, because with Louis, whatever we want to call him, I think it's a lot there. And what do I mean by it's a lot there? I think it's a lot more to know about him. And I think she moved too fast, and to be living with him, and y'all didn't get married yet. I just think she's moving too fast. And I'm not saying that this is Teresa, but there are some women out there that they just can't stand to be alone. And my thing is, when you just can't stand to be alone, sometimes you pay a hefty price because you connected with this person that they indirectly know that, and you just fall for anything. Now we heard about her and Louis getting together. It was right after her divorce, I want to say in 2020, was finalized between her and her ex-husband. Then all of a sudden we heard about her dating this Louis. So in my mind, because we heard about it right after the divorce, and I'm sorry guys, y'all hear my dishwasher in the background, but I think because we heard about Louis right after the divorce, that means she was dating him, and I'm not saying she didn't have the right. She was dating him before, her divorce even was finalized. I think it's too much, too soon, too fast, but that is my opinion. I'm a little more conservative when it comes to those particular things, but I think he just has too much going on, and I think she is in a pot of hot water with this guy Louis. And although I'm not going to say, I don't know if with Margaret, if Margaret really did what Teresa is accusing her of, but I think there's a bigger thing that Teresa should be dealing with. Forget about Margaret. Figure out, if this man is everything he say he is, and if this is what you really want to do, especially because she was on Watch What Happens Live with her oldest daughter Gia, I want to say. And when she was on there with Gia, she talked about how she's not going to get a prenup because she doesn't believe they need it or she should have it. And I'm thinking to myself, girlfriend, you are absolutely nuts. You have too much to lose. And it doesn't matter if it's Louis to me or somebody else. I think she needs a prenup. But Teresa, she needs some growth, because in 13 years, 13 years ago, you were flipping table, and now you're still throwing stuff. It's insane. It's insane to me, especially because she has 4 daughters. So guys, let me know your thoughts. Are you tired of these reality shows? I mean, and seeing the same thing. I know I'm watching them, but I'm watching them loosely, and I'm watching them as I stated, I'm watching, but I feel like I'm almost on my way out the door with all of them because everything is the same. But it's just sad to me that Teresa, there's no growth. There's no growth whatsoever. And she should realize that she has 4 daughters that are seeing this. They're looking at her. And, most children, they don't do as we say. They do as they see us do. And so does she want her daughters reacting like this when they have a disagreement with someone? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And I'll see y'all in the next video.